Go.
Welcome back to the UnCaged Voice Podcast, the Wrestlemania edition with Daddy Cage, Top
The
Tier Rated, and Jigsaw
Wrestlemania.
Jester. How's it going, fellas?
Hi.
That was one hell of an intro.
It's Wrestlemania!
That's
This
why.
man is excited.
I mean, it's WrestleMania season, bro. It's hard not to be excited during WrestleMania season.
That's true.
Like
Especially
even the
with everything
casuals
happening
get
right
it.
now.
Oh, the hype is real. I mean, in Philadelphia, they've got so many festivities going on for WrestleMania. It is not even funny.
Oh yeah. What are they
Oh,
got
yeah.
up there?
Well, I just saw
I'm
the other day.
indecisive.
There's a bar in Philly that's doing Taco Mania.
I want to go. I don't care. I just want to go. Like you sell me on Mexican food anytime. I love Mexican food. So Mexican food and wrestling. Matter of fact, I'm ordering Mexican food for WrestleMania now that you mention it.
Dios mío.
Oh, he won't save you. Or my toilet.
Definitely not. All right, fellas. Well, like I said, it's WrestleMania season. We've got some great topics on tonight's podcast, including giving our official predictions for night 1 and 2 of WrestleMania this weekend. But let's start off a little bit with another topic. Mr. Phillip Brooks, aka CM Punk, the best in the world, is back in the news again today. Not for bad reasons, but for interesting reasons. He did a podcast interview recently where he talked about his return to WWE, how that all came about, and of course his exit from AEW. Jester, I know you listened to the podcast, so I want to get your thoughts first about this.
Okay. This interview from Punk was very chill. It was a very good environment because Ariel Hawani really knows how to interview people because he makes it into a conversation. I give him all the credit in the world for that. This interview made me look at Punk entirely different than what I had been looking at him because I had seen him as this dude who I understood why he left or why he wanted nothing to do with WWE, but since he had left, it was just him constantly like trying and failing. But that's like he said in his podcast, that's ambition. You're gonna fail. Like if you're an ambitious person, because that's just how it goes. That's life. And I still can't pinpoint what it was that made me not vibe with Punk, but I definitely vibe with him now. Coming out of this podcast and seeing his perspective and how he was treated in AEW.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with you that, for a lot of years, I thought he was somebody with a major chip on his shoulder, that he just
Yeah,
like constantly wanted to be the center of attention and wanted to get people talking and wanted them to hate WWE because, I wasn't pushed the way I should have been because I was a huge star and I sold a lot of merchandise and I drew a lot of big numbers and X, Y, and Z. And we all know he went to AEW. There was a ton of hype about it, and then there was trouble in paradise. There were issues behind the scenes, which I am starting to think now he was not actually the primary cause of. I actually
no,
think
not
he went. I actually think he went to AEW with good intentions. He wanted to make money. He wanted to
mm,
boost ratings. He wanted to have great feuds to get people talking. But the people behind the scenes didn't really appreciate what they had.
it's like because you hear this in a lot of these interviews from people that were in the AEW environment. It's people feeling like they know better than the veterans and feeling like they already have a grasp on it because they come from this internet wrestling community world to where hardcore is better. And it's not about storytelling in the way or excuse me, I'll put it like because you can tell a story without having a story. You don't need a storyline, and that's what it was built around. It was built around being that alternative to WWE, where you would get these like male soap opera storylines, and AEW would be the one where you're telling it in the ring. And it's looking like CM Punk shook the. I say this in the the least disrespectful way I can, but he shook it up there, and especially when William Regal came there too. Like it was all these outside influences that have been in the business, but and had better advice to give to these young talent, and they just didn't want to listen. They feel they know better. Jack Perry feels he knows better with the Crimea River line, the glass thing. And I was listening to Bully Ray talk about CM Punk's interview, and he said he believes CM Punk when it comes to Jack Perry because he had a bad interaction with Jack Perry. Honestly, if you're in this business, you have to be willing to learn to be able to sell out these arenas, get paid more, have your name in these highlight reels, if you will. You have to be willing to learn. Sit under the tree. It's not going to hurt. And it seems like nobody wanted to sit under his tree. They all wanted him gone.
Yeah. I mean, look, we can sit here until until the end of time and talk about how maybe Punk didn't handle things the right way when he had the all out press conference that led to the brawl out in the locker room and everything. But like I said, he was reacting to a lot of the questions he was being asked by the press. And truth be told, if Tony Khan didn't want him answering certain questions, he could have jumped in at any point and said, "You know what? We're not going to talk about that right now, guys. Let's move on to a different topic." But he didn't do that. And instead, he created this impression when he fired CM Punk that, this guy made me fear for my life, and I had no choice but to terminate him. It was a stressful environment, and I'm like, Tony, it was a stressful environment because you allowed it to become a stressful environment.
I think that's another thing he said in the interview. He's a great person. He just is not a good boss. Because he'd be like, you need to handle this or I'm going to handle it. And you're not going to like when I handle it. And Tony never went and actually fixed the situations. No remedies, no mediation, nothing. And he put him on Collision to have this whole different show to where he wouldn't be near the Elite. And he told him that's not going to work. So he doesn't get it. Like that locker room, because as other people have put it, he's this diehard wrestling fan who just bought a wrestling company and doesn't seem to understand how the locker rooms work.
Yeah. Any thoughts from you, Brian?
Not really, honestly.
The man's tired of hearing about CM Punk, folks. I'm just gonna say.
I mean, I'm over the AEW shit. I get it. Things weren't good for him. I get it. Move on.
Nah, very true.
Yeah.
But I will say, moving on to a different topic, something that's very difficult to move on for a lot of wrestling fans, and that's just because of the tragedy surrounding this particular wrestler, is, of course, the late Bray Wyatt, a.k.a. Wyndham Rotunda. And for those of you who have not had a chance to watch the WWE documentary about Bray Wyatt, I highly recommend you check it out, because I just watched it last night, and it touches on a lot of topics. It makes me very sad that this man was taken from us prematurely at 36 years of age, especially when I now know about what they had in the works behind the scenes for him upon his return to WWE. It just feels like we, the fans, were robbed of just so many great things that this guy still had to offer the wrestling world. And it's just Yeah, I mean, it's just really unfair.
100%. That was my guy, man. I love Bray. I still love Bray. I still go back and listen to his promos because he was that captivating. He was the type of talent to where every time he got on screen, you're like, oh snap, what's he about to do next? What's he about to spit? Because dude was spitting straight poetry in the ring, telling you how your destruction is imminent. I love that
He
kind of
was
stuff.
one of the, what I like to say, he was one of the rare characters in a sea of people wearing black trunks.
Yes,
If that makes any sense.
100%. I get exactly
Yeah,
what you're saying, and it's true. Like he was one of those talents that you don't really come across anymore because he knew what he was doing with his character. He knew the direction he wanted it to go, and everything he had put into it was of his own volition and like a creation.
Right. And you could tell the man did like knows poetry quite well. Like
Yes,
was speaking some bars. And like, damn,
and you're just
this
sitting there
dude's
like,
really
oh my
good.
god.
I'd imagine, so hypothetically speaking, he's still with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine Bray is would have 100% found his footing in movies somehow.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Like he just his delivery, his ability to kind of like convince you that he's this character was spot on. It was really, really good.
He had a really good aura.
He's a great character wrestler.
Yes,
He's not the best in ring, but that doesn't matter.
he didn't need to be.
He didn't need to be. His character was his wrestler. You know,
Bingo.
like he didn't have to do dives over the top rope. He didn't have to be a spot monkey. Like
Mm-hmm.
I came to see his character, not him jump over the rope 500 times.
Yeah, I can go to any indie show and see that. I want to
Right.
see what you can bring to the table and make me want to keep watching you. What
Exactly.
sets
And
you
I
apart from
mean,
the black trunk seat, as you called it earlier?
yeah, because that's been my biggest gripe and why I've gotten bored of wrestling as of late is that there are no characters. Like everybody legitimately feels like the same character. So
Yeah,
it just gets old, you know.
That's fair. Fair right.
He was very unique. Every time his music played, you paid attention. Every time a Firefly Funhouse segment happened, you paid attention. Every time he wrestled, you paid attention because you were looking for something mystical or random or scary to happen. That's a great entertainer. That's why we watch wrestling. Truth be
Mm-hmm.
told, that's why
yeah,
Lucha Underground did so good because it had a combination of a really nice storytelling with dope wrestling.
That
So
telenovela
it,
did not lie.
mm-hmm.
yeah,
So that's my views on it. Going way too soon.
yeah,
Way.
definitely, definitely, but never forgotten. Lots of great memories for fans.
If you guys can, definitely check out the gear that he was going to come back with the Fiend. It looks really cool.
So upset we will never get to see that.
Yeah. Taylor Rotunda might be coming back to the ring as well. So that for those who don't know, that is Uncle Howdy, Bray Wyatt's brother. He may
Okay.
come back. So he was Bo Dallas before. And he may come back and reprise the gimmick to take up the mantle for in memoriam to his brother. That's the rumor going around. I don't know if it's coming to fruition, but it is a rumor.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think that's a beautiful way to honor your brother.
It
yeah,
is.
100%. All right, well, shifting gears to WrestleMania 40, which will
You
be
gotta say it
live,
right, man.
which will be live.
No,
WrestleMania.
yeah, yeah.
That legit sounds like a sound clip whenever he does that.
Does
It's actually really good.
So it's live this weekend. We've got night 1 and night 2 coming up, and we're gonna go through the card right now and give our official predictions. So starting off on night 1, we're gonna have the Women's World Championship match. as Becky Lynch, the man, challenges Mammy Rhea Ripley. Fellas, who you got?
I think Becky is going to put up one hell of a fight. But this is one of the few titles that will not change hands. Rhea Ripley takes it in a very, very difficult fight.
See, Brian gets it. Mommy is always on top. Always.
Yeah.
So, you're just going to have to take that L, Becky. I'm sorry.
Well, the truth is, we all know Becky's got her book released right now, and she's going around making a lot of appearances. I could totally see WWE booking the man to win this match, but my gut is telling me that Mammy is going to retain the title, and she is still going to walk out Women's World Champion. So I'm agreeing with you, fellas, on this one. Rhea Ripley retains.
Don't you take this from me, Dawn. If she wins, I'm blaming you. Mommy loses. All the fanboys are coming after you.
So we all agree that Mommy's winning?
We all agree.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, let me put our predictions in the chat here. I want to see how our record is when the show happens. So,
yep.
Mommy wins.
You don't even have to put three predictions, Brian. Just write Mommy wins.
All right. So next.
All right. Next match is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn challenges the Ring General Gunther.
I want to go with Gunther personally because I don't think Sammy should be the one to dethrone him. Sammy should have been in the World Heavyweight title picture by now instead of just the still mid-card title. You know what I'm saying? Even though Gunther has elevated it, I still think Sammy is beyond this at this point due to all the involvement with the bloodline. So, personally, I got Gunther going over. I'm hoping he does go over.
Okay.
So, me, I gotta agree with Jester. Gunther's 100% going over, in my opinion. Sammy's great and all, but I feel like Gunther has been built so well to where him losing to Sami Zayn, again, nothing against Sammy, but I don't think Sammy is the one to beat him. I don't.
Yeah, it's just not his time. Not for that one because he's already held that belt twice or three times. I don't think he needs it right now for real. Not as much as someone else. Cough, cough, Gable, cough.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing somebody else beat him, but the hype on Sammy died down for me. So I really can't see him being Gunther. Like, Gunther can't do no wrong right now. The dude's amazing.
Man, he's a monster.
And I want to see somebody of like a Drew McIntyre caliber beat him for it. And Sammy is not that. No offense to Sammy, but he's not that.
No, not for real. This
and that's not Sammy's fault. That's their booking.
Yeah. Dude is amazing in the
Sammy
ring.
is really good in the ring. He's very good.
Always has been.
But they booked him too much of a joke. And I can't see him beating Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would be truly shocked if Gunther was to lose the belt here. I don't really think it's the time for him to drop it. So I'm with you guys. I say Gunther retains.
Nice.
All right.
So we're all in agreement so far.
All right.
We got Gunther winning and Mommy winning so far. What we got next?
All right, next we got the six-pack tag team ladder match for the undisputed tag team championship as the Judgment Day defends against DIY, which is Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, the awesome truth, The Miz and R-Truth. Which don't you forget, R-Truth is still a member of the Judgment Day.
Hold on. You forgot one important detail. R-Truth and Miz, right? They're teaming with DIY.
Oh no, no. It's Judgment Day are defending against DIY against R-Truth and The Miz.
Oh, so they're in a separate team. Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
I wasn't done. I was about to say also challenging Judgment Day will be the New Day.
Wait,
also
as well.
Also challenging them will be A-Town Down Under. And the final team is the New Catch Republic.
This is literally the Andre the Giant match.
With ladders?
Basically, well, you know how they always have that one match on a card that they just put everybody in that don't have like a major plot line.
You want to know the funny thing? They actually moved that Battle Royal to Friday.
Oh, that's been for a couple of years now.
I don't think you can argue with the dominant tag team that is DX with HBK and Triple H. You know, according to Truth, that's HBK and Triple H. So,
Regeneration X. I know them. Yeah.
But in all seriousness, Judgment Day takes it.
Interesting. I got Awesome Truth winning. R-Truth is too over for them not to do anything with him right now. And Damian Priest, I feel like he's gonna cash in on the winner of Seth and Drew. So New Catch Republic, A-Town Down, all them fodder teams. The only way I see New Day winning is if Big E comes back, which I don't see that happening anytime soon. They did say it's up to his discretion though. So, and who else? You said I think I listed
A-Town Down Under was the other team. And DIY. Sorry, DIY.
Oh, DIY. Yeah, Tommaso. Yeah, they're really good, but no, not that. No, I don't think they're winning.
Yeah.
I'm going with the high confidence of the Judgment Day having a interview in the back where they're like, it's a Judgment Day night, and the only person left to do something significant would be Damian Priest to cash in his Money in the Bank contract.
Bingo.
On Cody Rhodes, and I will absolutely mark out.
Oh God!
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yes, we will.
I'm losing it.
But,
so, what are the?
Yeah. So your prediction was Judgment Day retains. Jester said Awesome Truth wins the titles. I agree. I'm also going to go with Awesome Truth.
So we got 2 votes Awesome Truth, 1 vote Judgment Day, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This WrestleMania is stacked, bro.
Yeah. So the next match on the card is going to be a grudge match. Brother versus brother. Usos implode as main event Jey Uso takes on Jimmy Uso.
I really got to think about this one. Because
one thing's for sure is that this match is going to be 90% super kicks and splashes.
Oh, somebody's getting their lips kicked off. I know that for a fact.
It's going to be one hell of a match. They have high potential of still in the show here.
Mm-hmm.
Who goes over? I think Jay has to take it. Jay's the face one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it? Yeah, Jay. I think Jay wins. Jay wins this. Jay wins this by a very narrow margin.
Yeah, I could see it. I want to say I'm gonna be the odd one out. I'm gonna say Jimmy wins, just due to some kind of outside interference. or some
Solo,
malarkey.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Jimmy. I'm gonna be the odd one out.
Okay. I'm actually going to agree that I think Jimmy's going to win due to outside interference, but that's only because it's going to tie into the main event for night one. We'll get to it in just a minute. But yeah, I'm actually going to say Jimmy's going to take this one.
Okay.
Okay.
2 for Jimmy, 1 for Jay.
Brian's about to win some money.
All right. The next match is a women's six-woman tag match, which I don't even know why we're making predictions here. It's very obvious who's going to win. It's going to be Damage Control, Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane versus Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill.
I believe it or not, okay, as much I think the very predictable, they don't want her to lose her first match, would be to say Jade's team wins. I actually don't think so. I think Damage Control is going to win this.
Really?
I think they're going to win by cheating.
Mm.
They're going to win by cheating, and Naomi's taking a pinfall.
I can see Naomi getting the pin. I can definitely see Naomi taking the pin.
Yep, Naomi's definitely taking an L here. Jade will probably be outside the ring when it happens, and that'll probably set up a match between Jade and Naomi on SmackDown.
Oh,
that's my prediction.
I can see that happening.
Because I feel like Jade Cargill, it's like her character, the way it's being built, she's going to be super arrogant, and the reason she lost is because of somebody else.
Yep.
I feel like if she wins that match, you're pushing her too much into face territory. We don't need 2 Bianca Belairs. We already have one. She's literally Bianca Belair 2.0 if you keep her as a good guy. So I think from a business standpoint, from a character standpoint and standing out, have her lose this match, but don't have her get pinned. Naomi's there to take that pin. I guarantee it, dude. I could be wrong, but I really feel like Naomi's there to take that L.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to play devil's advocate for this one. I'll say they win, but I keep that idea that Jade is they're going to do the who was it? They brought him in and then they slowly revealed that they're a heel. And then that can lead towards Bianca versus Jade at SummerSlam because they'll lose the titles by then.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think ultimately they want Bianca and Jade to go against each other.
Yeah.
Because that's a good dream match right there.
Yes,
that is very good. So for that reason, I think that'll be a slow build. So I'll say they win. Just for storyline purposes, because titles haven't really been elevated too much.
No.
For this to really matter.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going with Bianca, Jade, and Naomi to win this match.
This is going to be fun.
So we got Bianca, Jade, and Naomi.
We're getting near the end. We got 2 more matches for night one.
All right.
All right, so this match is going to be Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Prison Dominic Mysterio.
If Dom comes out in his whatchamacallit, his paddy wagon, he's winning.
You said it's Mysterio and who else?
Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee against
Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio.
This is easily Mysterio and Dragon Lee.
This is probably his second match on the card.
There is a side of me that I could see Dom pulling some BS out because maybe Ray wants to put his son over at Mania. Actually, I'm taking my vote back. I didn't vote at all technically. I think Dom takes this. I think Dom takes this because this is the ultimate win for him. He's never has Dom even won any like he hasn't won against his dad yet. I feel
No.
like this is a Rey Mysterio. I want to put my son over on the highest stage.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm going with Dom. I'm going with Dom.
See, I agree with you. That was my thought process on it too. And I think Ray had already beat Dom at Mania last year or the year
He
before.
did.
Yeah, so
He did.
I think it's his
He did.
turn.
He spanked him in the ring too.
Yep, beat that booty. So yeah, yeah, I'm going with Dom and Santos.
I think Dragon Lee will be greatly protected. Ray's going to take the pin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Dom's gonna. I don't think there's any doubt. Dom is gonna avenge his loss from last year, and he and Santos are gonna win this match.
If I know Rey Mysterio well enough as a person, as a wrestler, he puts people over. He's definitely taking a pin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
100%. Dom's going to cheat, but he's going to win nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. He's Dirty Dom, baby.
Mm-hmm.
My wife hates that dude so much.
I love Dominic Mysterio.
Boo! Like, yeah.
Such a little shit.
That's the point.
Yo, Becky Lynch rocked his fucking jaw, though.
Oh
Did y'all see that
God.
slow-mo video?
Yes.
She rock-a-ca-ca.
I'm like, bro, he just got married. Don't do him like that.
Yeah, she called him lacking, dude.
I hurt my jaw. I got a toothache.
All right, so now we've got the main event for night one.
Did you pick one?
What's that?
Don, I think Don agreed with us.
Yeah,
okay.
I agreed. I agreed 100%.
Okay.
Guys, give me 1 sec. I gotta step away for a quick sec. You can continue though.
All right. Well, Jester, now we get to the main event of night one, the match that everybody is looking forward to seeing, when the People's Champ, the Primal Bull, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment today, stepped back into the ring with Roman Reigns to take on the Cody Crybabies. And Seth, I love to dress in my wife's clothes, Rollins.
Cooked that boy. Straight served him up. Cooked him horribly. Okay.
Look. This is going to be a fun match. I think we all could say that. There's going to be lots of chicanery. There's going to be a lot of near falls. But, and I'll let you take this part.
But I think if they are doing what I believe they want to do, because Triple H might be trying to restore the fun feel, like the feel-good feeling at Mania. If they win, which that's what I'm leaning towards, I'm going to say The Rock and Roman win, so they get the Bloodline Rules match. A lot of chicanery happens. I'll explain when we get to night 2. But for right now, I'm going to say The Rock and Roman win while tormenting Cody Rhodes' mama in the front row. Because Mama Rhodes has been one to knock that boy out.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you right now, Cody is taking the pin on night 1, and The Rock is going to pin him.
So, from the sounds of what you guys said, I think we're all in agreement that Rock's team is winning, right?
Yes. 100. There is no doubt in my mind that the Bloodline is winning this match.
And I will even go as far as to say they are going to absolutely brutalize Cody at the end of that match, to where it's going to seem impossible that he can win night 2. Like he might wrestle in a bandage around his ribs or something.
They got to
you notice the Rock been striking his body a lot, so they could literally make it to it. So he's now what? He's vulnerable to the spear. Yeah. So everybody gonna think like, oh, this gonna be easy for Roman. Roman might be. So Roman's downfall will probably be his arrogance. Therefore, he's gonna see the beating they put on him. I could even see Roman going as far as to telling them not to come out there. And then they actually start coming out when it looks like he's about to lose. So now all of a sudden they're out there. But The twist will be there hasn't been what yet this whole WrestleMania up until this point. We didn't see any guest appearances yet. Somebody's going to come out and help Cody that we haven't heard about. And I had a few rumors that there could be a few people that The Rock knows very well.
Yep.
Triple H was one of the rumors I heard too. I personally, I would love it to be Stone Cold, but
boy,
the roof is going to appear on top of the bill because they're doing a roofless event. So
yeah,
something's going to blow up if Stone Cold comes. Even if Triple H shows up, that would be huge.
Well, no, the rumor
coming to help.
The rumor I heard was not Triple H, sorry, Stone Cold and John Cena.
Yeah, it has to be more than one person because it's too many members.
Yeah.
So
I was saving it, but yeah, I feel like they're gonna do the Avengers thing where everybody runs out because it's Bloodline rules, no DQ, it's up.
Yo,
ref bumps, everything. I mean, go balls to the wall, just all of it. I want all the nonsense, all of it.
Yeah,
ref bumps.
Yeah, just make it a Vince Russo like booking for all I care.
I want
if we're going all out with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need The Rock to go full Black Adam on this one. Like, yo, imagine he comes out in like a Black Adam fit. You're like, yo, you know what though? Like, I'm gonna need my man Bobby Lashley to get his entrance back. Yo.
Oh no.
The Rock low key ripped off Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Like when I see it, I'm like, yo, my man Bobby got his lightning snatched.
It's all right. It's all right.
No, to be fair, The Rock always kind of used electricity in his
theme.
Man, that being
said,
said, in the modern era, like when it's created, Bobby always used like he had the golden lightning. And it's just interesting. Right. It's funny. I always notice stuff like that.
It is. Yep.
He is leaning into this final boss character. His music sounds like a final boss character's music.
It's a very good theme they put together. God, like, again, it's so a culmination of all the ones. But I like how they combine the higher energy one in the beginning, and then it turns into the Hollywood Rock. That's actually that's the chef's kiss.
Yeah, and you know what? I said to Jester offline before the podcast, I said, all these people who are complaining about The Rock being the quote-unquote final boss, think about this for a second. What is the final boss typically in every video game? The final boss is not usually the tournament champion, if you will, or in this case, the WWE champion. The final boss is the guy behind the scenes that organizes the whole event and runs the show.
Mm-hmm. Secret boss, if you will.
Exactly.
And I will say this too, if I may make a match prediction itself, I think The Rock is going to take a lot more bumps than most legends do when they come back. Like I can tell The Rock probably wants to get in there and actually like give a show.
Yeah.
He's probably in the best shape he's ever been when he's been in WWE.
I'm hoping.
Like I'm hoping he's not like gassed too fast, but I don't know. I really do think it's going to be a great match. If I would even argue that the match might be better than Roman and Cody. Their tag match.
I'll
because Roman and Cody, like I said, this is the storyline I predict. It's going to be a lot of Roman being overly cocky because Cody's going to be injured from night one. There's no way around it. They have to make it seem like Cody is so down and out. There's no freaking way. And in the event that he does win, I'm just saying, Damian Priest is waiting.
Right there, buddy. Right there. Never ending story.
That being said, though, Damian Priest will probably cash in. Well, attempt to. But guess who's going to be at ringside to stop him? John Cena.
Ooh.
It's not going to happen, bro. Yeah.
Well, let me just say this, because night two, obviously, just jumping forward to night two, we've obviously got Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. and everybody says, "Oh, watch out, Damian Priest is going to cash in on Seth," and I'm like, but that's so predictable because if you think about it, and I know we've been waiting and waiting and waiting for over a year now for Cody to finish his story. But you think about this, Cody beats Roman in the main event of night 2, and Damian Priest cashes in and wins the title from Cody.
Mega Hill.
Mega Hill. Instant
Hill. Yep. That's why I didn't even mention Seth. Because I don't see them making him wasted on Seth. Nothing against Seth, but the amount of heat he can get from souring Cody's story. And basically, so here's what's going to hit. He'll do it, right? Because Roman's going to fade out into obscurity. The bloodline will basically be on hiatus for a bit. The next group up, in my opinion, is Judgment Day. That's why I was saying in the back, I could see them saying it's a Judgment Day night. Because they're literally, I think they're trying to build that next group, because what else can you do with the bloodline at this point? You have to put them on hiatus.
Yeah.
You have to. The next group up, the hottest next thing is the Judgment Day. They are. And they don't even have to beat them legitimately. You got the cash in on an injured wrestler, and you have the other members cheating. Come on. Yeah. It's almost too perfect.
Very true. Yeah.
And the Hill Heat, he is going to get booed out of Philly on Monday if he does that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be absolutely glorious.
Yep.
Man. The Cody Crybabies.
Wait, so all right. So what's the first match on night 2?
So night 2, Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Fuck, this is a hard one. This is probably the hardest match to call. Wait, CM Punk is involved, isn't he?
He's on commentary.
He's a commentator.
I predict a ref bump and CM Punk having to take over as special guest referee. And he's going to definitely screw Drew McIntyre. Seth retains.
Okay.
I think it's going to be like a twist, because everybody's expecting CM Punk to screw Seth, right? Because of that little beef they got. But I think Drew made it more personal.
Yeah. For sure.
See,
so CM Punk's my prediction.
For that very reason, I'm going to, it's like with the other match, I'm going to agree with you, but I'm going to disagree with you for the same exact reason. I think Drew wins, but CM Punk is looking him directly in the eye, letting him know, I'm coming for you. Like I said, I'm coming for you when I get ready. Whenever I'm healed up, I want you to win this title so I can be the one to take it off of you.
So let me ask you something. Do you think Drew wins clean here?
Clean? No. There's always Drew has been really, really leaning into help from others and picking the bones of circumstantial or certain situations that don't need to or shouldn't have happened, and he'll just, look, I'm just gonna pin you. So that is what I see happening. Seth might be beat up from the night before too.
Yeah.
So
that's a good point. That's a really good point.
So that definitely could be the case. I got Drew winning though.
Okay.
I actually think I agree. I mean, I know there's the question of, is he going to re-sign with WWE because his contract's coming up, but I could see Drew winning this.
I did forget about the contract.
Can't change your vote.
Nah, I'm sticking with it. He might do the CM Punk. That leads to it more.
I really am a better CM Punk than you.
I'm gonna blow Philly a kiss goodbye.
All right. So what we got next?
All right. So next is Women's WWE Championship. Bayley challenging Io Sky.
Bayley against Bayley.
Bayley's winning. Yes, I don't even feel need
this
that.
This is the easiest one to predict.
Yes. Bailey is reclaiming the WWE Women's Championship.
Yeah, one of the few WrestleMania moments, and we need a face there because again, I'm predicting Jade's definitely turning heel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She can chase Bailey. That'd be good. After
I feel like Asuka might be Bailey's first victim as champion, though.
Ooh, that's a good match.
I hate it is, but I'm so tired of them making her lose, dude.
Yeah,
Like Jesus Christ, dude. Put some respect on Asuka's name. But we all agree that Bailey's winning, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Bailey. 3 votes. All right.
Now I'm just going to go out on a limb and say the next 2 matches I really don't care about, but they're on the card, so we got to make predictions for them anyway. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. I like both guys, but I don't care about this feud.
I got LA Knight, winning.
Yeah.
Because this feud has been like funny filler feud. I like this. It's funny. It's definitely funny to watch LA Knight go off because his promo skills are amazing.
Yeah. I feel like his hype has died down a bit, but I can definitely see him winning here.
He took a hit after that Roman match, so
yeah, he needs the win here, though.
Yep. So I got LA Knight winning.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I agree as well. I think LA Knight wins with a roll up, surprise roll up. No, I'm serious.
A most devastating finisher in professional wrestling.
Yeah, I think he wins with a surprise roll up. I do. Because AJ's probably going to dominate a lot of that match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So we all agree, LA Knight.
We all agree. Yeah. All right. Next, we got triple threat match for the United States Championship. Logan Paul defends against the Viper, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens.
United States Championship?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is this the one title Randy Orton has never won?
Yes, it is.
No, I think he did win it at one point.
He did win a US title?
It was a really brief reign.
Excuse me. This is a hard one. This is a hard one because I can see Randy going over here, but it's hard to go against Logan Paul here, man. He weasels his way out every time.
It's gonna come out and dump everybody.
I don't think it's going to be KO. I'm sorry. KO will probably have some of the best moments in the match, but he won't. I don't think I think KO will literally win the match for Logan Paul. Logan Paul retains.
I will. Yeah, I could see that happening. Like Logan, picking the bones of like Orton and KO finally imploding or something like that because Orton's unhinged and KO has anger problems too. So I can see Logan winning. If he doesn't win, I'm gonna say Orton, but I definitely have Logan winning more than anything.
Can I pick the finishing spot real quick?
Please.
Orton goes for the RKO. Blocked attempt. Spins around. KO hits the stunner. Logan Paul springboards crossbody. Kevin Owens 1, 2, 3. Match over.
Interesting.
Or
that's the final segment, I think.
But now that you bring in springboard, I'm switching to Orton. Because
it might be a beautiful RKO.
I was just gonna say because he might hit him with the 3 deadliest letters in the WWE.
RKO. Now, so the way because you got to think about it. If they do it the way I said it, Orton is not knocked down really. Because especially if he sells it to where he doesn't fall to his back, he can just kind of be like quick stunned. And when Logan Paul is doing the springboard, Orton goes into the RKO. But the thing is, that still leaves Kevin Owens standing if they do that particular spot.
Unless he got knocked out by the brass knucks.
Or they could do the brass knucks, or they could do Orton RKO's Kevin Owens, Logan Paul springboards, second RKO.
Catches his ass too. Yep.
Yeah,
That'd
so
be
he catches
beautiful.
both of them within 2 transitions.
Then
I think
leads
the
to,
cooler
like,
spot would be more so him springboarding into a RKO. That shit would be godlike.
or his
So
buckshot into it. That'd be pretty funny.
it might fuck around and be buckshot. He might hit the clothesline and take an RKO at the same time.
All I need from this match is Orton to RKO somebody in a Prime bottle costume.
If KSI's out there, it might happen.
I need him to RKO somebody in a Prime mascot outfit. That's all I need. And that match will instantly get 5 stars from me.
Can we just take a moment and give some props to Logan Paul? The dude's killing it.
I have to actually give it to him. I really hate to, but I have to.
He's killing it though, man. You can't deny the dude looks like a natural in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks like an absolute natural, and he gets some height on these moves he be doing.
All right, so got 2 matches left on night 2, fellas. We've got a 6-man Philadelphia street fight, which could be a lot of fun if they give it some time. We've got Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits taking on the Final Testament, which is Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain. Now, I just want to say right off the bat, I like Bobby Lashley and I like the Street Profits. But if the Final Testament doesn't win this match, I'm just shutting off the program because there's no reason they should lose this match.
I hope this match isn't this high up in the card. This needs to be like the show starts match.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, I don't really care, but I love Bobby Lashley. So I want to vote for Bobby Lashley. The thing is, Karrion Kross cannot lose anymore, dude.
Yeah, he needs this.
The dude cannot lose. I have to vote for Karrion Kross. I have to.
I don't get it why he loses so much. I don't understand that at all.
Man. Are we all voting for Kross here?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have to give it to Kross. Okay. He needs this more than anyone.
The man was a beast in NXT, and they just have completely dropped the ball since he moved up to the main roster.
Yeah. His win-loss ratio is insanely bad.
He's gonna fall and pray for that ratio.
Very true. All right, now we already talked about it a bunch, but I want to get everyone's final predictions for the main event for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship as the head of the table, Roman Reigns, defends against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
We talked about it earlier. I'm thinking they're going to do the Avengers rundown on your left, Cody, all that, and Cody's going to win. Going to be a lot of chicanery, a lot of it, but I got Cody winning. I want all the bull, all the mess, all the nonsense for this match, and Cody has to win at the end of it. And if DP does cash in, that will be hilarious. I agree with you. That will be the greatest heel magnet ever.
So, first of all, I'm voting Cody winning.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cody's definitely winning in my opinion. The cash-in from Damian Priest is inevitable. It being successful is the question. Because I think it will be foiled by John Cena and whoever helps Cody win. I do. So he'll still have the briefcase after. He can still have it. Or is this the deadline for him?
If I remember right, he won it at Money in the Bank last year. So
isn't this the deadline?
No, it's because he could cash in the night after Mania too. It's until the next Money in the Bank, which I think is in.
It's until the next Money in the Bank.
Yes.
I miss when they did the ladder match every year. Because I almost feel like the briefcase should be from WrestleMania to WrestleMania, the time you get.
Oh, I agree.
If you hadn't cashed it in that whole year, you have to cash it in at WrestleMania if you hadn't already. Yeah. So the new briefcase owner is, there's a new there should always be a Money in the Bank match. I think they should get rid of that pay-per-view altogether and just make it be a WrestleMania match specifically. That's it.
I mean, I've said for years that except for Royal Rumble and Survivor Series, they should not
Yeah.
have pay-per-views named after match type.
No, they
No.
shouldn't. No, they shouldn't.
Hell in
They
a
need to do away with
Cell,
that.
Elimination Chamber, Money in the Bank.
Yeah, bring back like Unforgiven and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, unless every match on that card is going to be under that gimmick match, I don't really care for the title.
So I guess we'll vote on if we think Damien's going to cash in. We'll do this as like a bonus round. Bonus round. Damien cashes in. Yay, nay.
I'm gonna say no, and that'll save it for the night after Mania because
Okay.
Cody will probably be in action.
Yeah,
Done.
I also say no because I think they want Cody to have that big celebratory moment on night 2.
Okay. All right. I think that's it. That's everything for the card, right?
That is it. That's the whole card.
This card is stacked. Jesus,
It
it is
is.
a really good time to be a WrestleMania. I know I said
It's
that.
it's only one filler match, in my opinion.
And
Yeah.
even then, I got to sit there and think about it. I'm like, yeah.
It's only one filler match, and even that filler match isn't necessarily filler. I just feel like it's kind of random, like Bobby Lashley against Karrion Kross. But
Let's see. But yeah. What are you
it
gonna
is
do?
what it is. I'm glad they have TV time. So
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? But is what it is.
I actually was going to jokingly say that because it's a Philadelphia street fight, they should have done like a throwback to when they did the street fight in Philly a lot of years ago in WCW and called it the Broad Street Bully match. I think that would have been a nice little nod to the past.
Oh no. No WCW needs to be reenacted because that's how you get women on forklifts.
Oh yeah. Shooting Bagwell on forklift.
Mm-hmm. No more. No mas.
Shooty Bagwell on a forklift, bro.
That man needs to be. You know what? Never mind. We don't advocate for violence on the UnCaged Voice podcast.
Unless it's
Well,
inside the
ladies and
squared
gentlemen,
circle.
I hope you guys are ready for WrestleMania. I know we certainly are. I'm sure we'll do a recap podcast on what happened.
Absolutely.
So be sure to look out for that, everybody. Thank you for watching. This has been another edition of the UnCaged Voice podcast, episode 4. This is Donnie Cage, top tier rated, and Jigsaw Jester, signing off. Thank you for watching. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.